Hey, Boomhauer here. So we're about to beat Ultimate Challenge 250, which is exciting. Um, One reason I'm making this video is because I had always assumed, based on seeing winning lineups, that you probably needed all 5 of your heroes red starred, if not significantly higher than that, to actually compete and beat this. Turns out that's not actually true. Today was the first time I really attempted this with a lot of vigor, I guess you could say, where I actually took my weapons, so Apex and Epic weapons, and equipped those onto these purple heroes that I'm using. I noticed an enormous difference just equipping the weapons compared to my casual tries earlier in the week. So Tomio, as you can see, she actually just died very recently. She made it through most of this. Ephraim, you can see the problem that he does is he deals the damage but also lowers your defense. Ulrich also lowers your defense and raises theirs. So these are, unlike some of the other Ultimate Challenge stages, these heroes actually do kind of what you expect them to do. Some of the other UC stages, they kind of do maybe one ability that you expect them to do and don't do other ones. Like I know a frame on some of the other stages doesn't lower your defense, even though he obviously does when you're using him. So let's explode this purple dynamite. I want to leave the dynamite where it is. I do not want to rotate the purple dynamite over to the right because I want this one to hit right in between the heroes, which I think should do this last 340 damage or so. Yeah. Actually did 336, so we got kind of lucky there that a couple other tiles hit him too. So we're going to win this because Ulrich, I like Ulrich a lot as a fighter, but he's not going to beat us here by himself. So just kind of insulting to Ulrich, but that's just kind of the fact of it. So the way I have the heroes arranged here from right to left, that's the rage order that I use. So Tomio and then Marlowe. Agent X doesn't really matter when you use her. And then Atropos and Eve. You don't really want to rage Eve unless you need to, because the healing is extremely valuable. I'll go ahead and use it now, just in case. Another thing about Eve, note that she raises the rage regen rate for 6 rounds. So it's a good idea in general to use her when you have some other purple tiles and you can re-rage your other heroes, because she raises that rage regen rate. Tomio, I can't even click on her because she's dead. Or can I? And come on. There, okay. So she deals a little damage, but that's not super significant. Neither is the HP restoration. The big thing with her is the 100% attack that you might get for 2 rounds. So you want to time that so that, first of all, you have Marlowe and Atropos also raged, so they can do extra damage. But you also want to time this when you have some purple tiles to use. So don't use this and get 100% attack and then you don't have any purple tiles. Kind of defeats the purpose. The tiles actually do most of the damage, not the rage, which is also true in Alliance Trial and Special Ops. Tiles do most of your damage, not rage. The bottom effect there, the 6 rounds, she grants 5% rage. It kind of helps you with some consistency toward the start of the battle, but after that obviously doesn't matter. So the 100%, which is a random effect, is nice, but obviously it's unreliable because it's random. So Marlowe, I haven't noticed any impact to this reducing the hit percentage. When a frame rages, he doesn't seem to miss whether you've used Marlowe or not. The bigger thing here with Marlowe is the stun effect. If you can stun either one of them for 2 rounds, that can help, because say their rage is full, but they can't rage because they're stunned. you can kind of play around that a little bit. So like if their Ulrich has full rage, but he's stunned for 2 rounds, you might want to intentionally cause their frame to rage so that a frame hits you without that minus 44% defense in effect from Ulrich. So yeah, use the stun to kind of manipulate how the 2 enemy heroes rage. It's kind of a similar thing back on UC 235. You could kind of manipulate that also if you're using Nom on your offense to kind of stun Ulrich and then have Mars rage without that Ulrich effect being active, because if it is, it generally kills your whole lineup. So Agent X, her bomb does not work on Ulrich or a frame, so yeah, don't think this is going to be an easy battle, because that doesn't work. The only thing that's relevant here is kind of right in the middle there, reduces the target's rage regenerate by 50%. So you want to generally be targeting a frame with her, so that you can clear out a bunch of garbage tiles that are non-purple and have them hit a frame and set up for some big turns afterwards. Meanwhile, all those junk tiles aren't building his rage as quickly, because that is reduced by 50% for a while. The front 3 zombies here, the one in front of a frame is red on the left, and then the other 2 are purple. What I do is I target that red one with Agent X toward the start of the battle, the first time that she rages, just so I clear a pathway to a frame. But those 2 yellow ones that are blocking Ulrich, I just leave those there, and they kind of clear out naturally eventually. The reason I do that is because I don't want Ulrich raging. The biggest threat to you in this battle is Ulrich, and then a frame raging back to back is going to kill you. Unless you're at full health, but sometimes you won't be. And even when you are at full health, some of the weaker ones like Tomio can risk being killed there. Atropos, very good hero, obviously. You want to be targeting a frame when he has at least 40% rage, so you can get the max benefit from reducing the rage. She also heals herself a lot, which is nice. For example, imagine if the only hero I had left here was Atropos one-on-one with Ulrich. I would still win that, because she can heal herself and does a lot of damage. Dispelling the target's buffs is also good. So why is that good? Because Ulrich raises their defense. So if she dispels the defense boost, then you can go after a frame afterwards, with Marlowe or just with tiles or whatever else. I'd say what I like to do is, if they're in a situation like right now where they have this defense plus 63%, I try not to rage Marlowe or Atropos, because I'd rather them not have that defense boost. So as we finish out this battle here, I'm actually going to wait a couple rounds to use either of them, so that plus 63% goes away. And also just to give Ulrich a chance to build up a little rage, so I can get some benefit from Atropos. So 2 more rounds. Let's just clear out some junk tiles. Let's go ahead and re-rage Eve. Agent X must still be blocked, yeah, for another round. There we go. Okay, so Ulrich now, defense boost is gone. So let's see if we can stun him. Looks like it failed to stun him, so we want to go ahead and use Atropos. So look at how much damage she does when she's +7 and has a good weapon equipped. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this thing out. Just need to hit him with purple tiles, which is going to happen just naturally. At least it should happen naturally if we actually get some. Okay. You saw that purple tile, the row of 3 purples on the far right edge there. Something else just to mention in gameplay, and I could do it with those green tiles on the right edge now too. If tiles go up and don't hit anybody, they give you 2x the rage speed. So that means that those 3 tiles were effectively the same as if I had hit somebody with 6 tiles, because they give you 2x the rage boost. So try to use that to your advantage sometimes, not just in this but Alliance Trial, wherever else you might need to regain rage quickly. You can do it a lot faster by using some tiles that actually don't hit somebody. Alright, so what does he have an effect now? Nothing. So let's block his rage regen by 50%. Reduce the rage by 40%. Hit with Marlowe. Boost our own rage regen rate. And now we just kind of need to empty out more tiles until we expose some purple. Okay. Man, we're getting some crappy tiles here. Alright, so this will go back to what I said before. So the 63% for 2 rounds. Let's see if we use Atropos first. She does less damage because that's in effect, but then she removes it, so you can do more with Marlowe afterwards, which is kind of nice. Some crappy tiles. Okay, he's gonna go down pretty quickly here once we actually get some tiles that we can use. Let's just keep going straight at him. Let's heal with Eve because we're about to get some purple tiles, so we want that rage regen speed effect. At some point we're gonna finish this. Lag that we're always dealing with in this game. Get that 63% defense away. Re-rage Marlowe. Let's see if we can get some purple there. Nope. Alright, let's get this blue dynamite. There we go. I think we're good now. Alright. Alright, so that is UC 250. You can see we are the 3rd person in 291 to finish this, and the only person with at least 1 hero that's not Red Star. Yeah, Bearzilla worked on this a long time. He also did it without any +8 heroes, which is also pretty impressive. So that's UC 250, which in my opinion is probably the 2nd hardest stage after 230. 235 is also pretty hard. I'd say 235 and 250 I would consider kind of similar difficulty. But hopefully that helps you as you work through this.